Hello and welcome to Season 3, Episode 3 of our career mode, where we try and go from obscurity to Champions League glory. As you may have noticed, I've got a slight loss of voice today, but we'll try and get the episode out anyway. We're with Torquay. We continue our journey with Torquay. My name's Ashley, and today we have an away game against York in the league and a home game against Nuneaton in the FA 4th round qualifying cup. Our form since you were last with us has been okay, if yet patchy. I believe you were last here for the AFC Fylde game. That rings a bell, I think. And since then, a couple of draws. Disappointing loss against Crawley. We were probably the better team there. We got smashed against Guiseley. I made a few tactical tweaks. They didn't seem to work. Which means today, our team tactic is very, very similar. We're keeping the centre midfielder there. Defensive forward, you've got both. One winger on support, one winger on attack. We've gone passing space. We've got rid of run at defence. We might bring it back if it's if there's a need for it at some point. The team we've got for today is Durrell, Eade, Suka, Better, Williams, Finney, Rowthorne, Young, Morton, Gregor Cox and Fuster. A team you should be very familiar with. I'm very familiar with. With the exception of perhaps a few added people in the defence. It's a team I'm very happy with. And a team I think we can push forward in next year, build upon, and we might get a result. We might get an even more favourable season. We're still on counter-attack because I still believe we're underdogs in this league, especially against the likes of York, away from home as well. I think it's obvious that we're the team that would be happy with a point. We've got a free kick, Young to Finney, to Young, to Finney. He sees Gregor Cox, feeds to Better, who smashes it over the bar. And how did he not score that? Williams gets caught out of position, and Simmons puts it away. York are 1-0 up. Williams pressing there when he didn't need to press. He'd won the header, and then all he has to do is hold his position. Let someone else deal with that. He moved up, which pulled the centre back wide to cover the fact Williams wasn't there, which left the space in the middle for Simmons to make it 1-0. We're going into half-time. And I think it's been an even game. I don't think one team has been better than the other. I mean, if a Better takes his chance, we might be looking at winning this game. The run at defence feature, which I took off, I remember taking it off. I think it might have been in the last episode you were in. And it really did just free up our wingers to be more involved in the game. And our possession went up massively. I can't talk at all. I've been yelling at footballers all day. Oh, and it's 2-0. I've been out reffing today, 2 games. I didn't have the best of throats at the start of the day, but after 180 minutes of talking to players and talking to managers and such, my voice is in need of a little relaxation. But I'm doing this for you. So if you're watching this, I think it's worth a like just for the fact that I am doing it, feeling the way I am feeling, talking the way I am. Gregor Cox, his goal scoring is appalling. We should have definitely got something then. And Fuster picks the ball up. Rowthorne. Fuster gets it again. He's got Gregor Cox making the run. Looks back to Rowthorne, who should give it to Young. Young over to Morton. To Young. To Morton. Can he play a ball through to Fuster? He can. It's 2-1. It's going to be too late, I feel. 10 minutes to go. But I think we have deserved at least one goal in this game. I think we could have had 3 if you count up all the big chances we had. Excuse me. But like I said, if we're the underdogs in this game, we were the team that came here probably happiest if we went away with a point. And so I think it's fair to say that it's not one we expected to win at the start of the season. League table, we've fallen into a relegation spot. What's going on? I didn't even notice. It doesn't feel like we've been in relegation form. I thought we were somewhere around 15th, 14th. I mean, when you look at it, one win could take us to 15th. So, but that loss takes us into the relegation zone. It doesn't feel like we belong there. It feels like we're a much better side than that. We'll be back for the FA Cup game. Stay tuned to see us in our first cup game of the season. And we're back, ready for the FA Cup 4th round, qualifying round, home to Nuneaton. We've made a few changes for this game. We've gone to standard, which I think is reflective of the fact that we should be the better team. Nuneaton are in the division below. Amos comes in at left back. Will Smith is due to make his debut at centre back. And Ryan Higgins, who played for us last season, is back in at right back. I think I may have missed a trick here, that these 3 players probably should have been playing earlier in the season. As it is, they're in for today's game. Let's get into it. I think this could be an interesting one. A number's got to be given to Will Smith. He is on loan, don't forget, so he's not hit with this long term, which is probably why I've been favouring Suka, as Suka is our player. FA Cup, always exciting. We got through to the first round last time. Beating Kidderminster in the 4th round qualifying. You didn't get to see the first round proper, but where we got beaten quite comfortably. Today, though, is a game where we might get to see some good football if we're playing standard. And Gregor Cox is in. He gives the ball to Fuster, and 11 minutes in, it's 1-0, and that was good football. As I said, a chance to put our mentality onto standard might allow us to have slightly more possession, play further up the field, some quicker passing and in behind the defence type tactics. Hopefully it will work. It seems to be so far. Oh, my voice is awful. This will be the only video I make today because my voice just isn't up to it. I'm going to have a cup of tea after this and get ready for... I'll try. Hopefully it'll be back by tomorrow and my voice will come back and I can record some more videos for you. Luckily I'm slightly ahead of schedule. It's still the weekend here. I know you've probably a few days in advance. Fuster's in. Gregor Cox, it falls to. We're 2-0 up after 25 minutes. Maybe standard is the way forward. Maybe we've been underestimating our talents a little bit. Good play by Young and Royalthorne. Morton with the cross. Fuster was, whether that's a foul or not from Heaton, I don't know. But ball fell to Gregor Cox, who made no mistake with the finish. 2-0, half an hour in. And we have still got the ball, still going well. Young gives it away, sadly. Durrell, good save. He is an impressive goalkeeper. You know, I've been more and more impressed not even last season when things weren't going well. I was impressed with him. Fuster is in. It is our highlight. Fuster shoots and a good save from Wilkes. We get the corner. 2 clear-cut chances we've had now in this game. We are proving to be the better side. Oh, good head from Morton. Good save from Wilkes again to deny us. Better over the top. Fuster makes a run, and that's a penalty. A chance to go 3-0 before half-time in this FA Cup 4th round qualifying round. Young puts it away. It's 3-0, and we have looked very comfortable here today. We have looked the better side, and the fans that have turned out to watch us, not many of them, though there are, have enjoyed the spectacle on display. We might stick with Standard in the league and see how it does, just for experiment with it for 3 or 4 games. I'll give you a debrief, as it were, before the next episode on how this experiment's gone. Hopefully we can move ourselves out of the relegation zone. You know, I still can't believe we are in the relegation zone. It feels like this season has been very productive. And it's very disheartening to suddenly see the table and see us down there. I don't think we deserve to be down there. Gregor Cox to Morton, who's got some space, shoots, and Wilkes with another good save. And this could be the final highlight. Higgins to Young. All the play goes through him. Young to Morton. Good tackle. 15 seconds left. A clean sheet and a win would just be a wonderful way to the top. They have had more shots than us. Maybe a better team will take advantage of it. We'll find out when we experiment this tactic in the next few games. We've got, as you can see, we've got the top 2 teams next up, so maybe that's not the best way to trial it, but we're going to do it. We're going to see how it works. If you've liked the episode, that's £13,000 for the thought of that. I mean, that's a nice pot of money. If you've liked that, please press the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully my voice will be back tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching.